How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. My name is Ricky. This is my channel, Rickysfoods. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. We got some amazing stuff coming up. So for today's video, we got a Spatchcock chicken that we are going to be doing the KC Combo. What's Spatchcock chicken? It's basically we're just gonna cut the backbone from the chicken and we're just gonna flatten it and just cook it like that. What that's gonna do is just gonna make it more of an even cook. The chicken's gonna cook more properly and it'll be easier to cut the chicken once it's done and everything. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So we're gonna be using the Pitboss KC Combo. We're gonna be running at 300, and then for the rub that we're gonna be using today, we're gonna be using a new rub that I got last week. I already tried it. It's really good. It's the Sucklebusters and it's the Plucker Dust rub. It's really good. It gives the chicken a nice color, really good flavor, and that's what we're gonna be using for the chicken today. So I say enough talking. So if you're gonna come in closer, we got the chicken right here already. I put the chicken in the fridge for a little bit just so it can dry out a little bit. It's still kind of frozen from the inside, so it's still kind of wet. So just grab a paper towel and just make sure that the chicken is dry. That's just gonna help a little bit when it's cooking. It's gonna give it like a little bit more crispy. It's gonna get the skin crispy a little bit. So let's go do that. And to cut the backbone, it's really easy. Just get yourself some chicken shears. It's only like 15 bucks on Amazon, so it's really cheap and it just makes it a lot easier to cut the chicken. Or you can also grab yourself a really sharp knife and just cut it. It's not much of a difference. So today we're using the chicken shears, so let's go ahead and cut the chicken. Alright guys, so there you go, and that's how you cut the backbone. It's really easy. And then I see a lot of people throwing this away or they use it for chicken stock. I usually just freaking cook it with the chicken and just snack on this. I love the skin, to be honest, so I cook this too. It's like a little snack for me. Guys, so after we cut the backbone and everything, all you want to do is just flip the chicken around. You just put some pressure right here. You're gonna hear like a little pop. Alright, and that's gonna make the chicken go flat. And there you go, guys. We got the chicken already spatchcocked. It's nice and flat. All we need to do is just season it up. But before we do that, now we're gonna do another pat dry just to make sure that it's nice and dry. Helps a little bit with the crispiness from the skin. There's gonna be some loose skin with fat. You just make sure you want to cut that. You don't want to cook the fat. So clean the chicken a little bit. Take that off. Another thing I like to do is I loosen up the skin from the meat of the chicken, and then I'll put a little bit of rub inside. So let's go ahead and rub the chicken. Alright guys, so we got the chicken ready and it's time to turn on the KC Combo. While the KC Combo turns on, we're gonna let the chicken sweat for about 5-10 minutes. So let's go ahead and turn on the KC Combo. Alright guys, so the KC Combo is ready. It took about 5 minutes. It doesn't take that long. So let's put the chicken inside the KC Combo. Alright guys, so the chicken's already inside. When I cook chicken, I love to cook chicken on a rack. It's just easier to move around and doesn't make a lot of mess. So that's why I like cooking it with the rack. And now I'm using my Inkbird over here for my probe. So I got a probe for the Pitboss temperature And then the other probe, I'm gonna put it in the chicken breast. All right, so now that we put the probe in the chicken breast, just close it up. And then it's gonna take about 2 hours at 300. I'll come back here in 1 hour just to check on the chicken. So before that, I'm using Bear Mountain pellets over here, and this is the gourmet blend. So if you look over here, these are meant for poultry, seafood, lamb, pork, beef, and veggies. And this is some really good stuff, guys. I'm actually gonna work with them, so I'll have more information about these pellets pretty soon. They're gonna send me some other batch to try out and everything, so stay tuned for that. But so far, I really like these pellets. All right, guys, so it's been a little bit over 2 hours and a half. The probe is reading 163, so the chicken is basically ready. So you come over here. So the chicken is done. It got perfect color. The screen is a little bit crispy, not too crispy, but that's good enough for me. The wings look really good. All right, guys, so now we're gonna use the Inkbird and just double check the temperatures on the chicken. All right, so 164, 163, that's perfect. All right, so it's done. So, all right, guys, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this inside, let it rest for a couple minutes, and we're gonna come back out here and slice it up. So I'll see you guys back in a bit. All right, guys, so let the chicken rest for about 10 minutes. I'm super hungry, so let's go ahead and cut it. All right, guys, so I'll be using my Findking chef knife. This is a 5-inch, super good, super sharp and everything. Has a beautiful handle. I love this one. All right, so let's go ahead and carve it up. So first off, I'm just gonna cut it through the middle. I can already tell that it's gonna be nice and juicy. There's a bone right there. And let's cut the wings. The wings just gonna fall apart, I already know. Look at that, it just falls apart. And that's the chicken right there. There's my favorite part. Just cut one of the legs off over here. Trying to get the right angle. Look at that, guys. That's nice, nice and juicy. Has a beautiful color. It's really juicy. Let's go ahead and cut the piece from the chicken breast. And look how the chicken breast looks. It's not dry at all. It's really juicy. It's dripping right now. Let's go ahead and cut a piece and let's see how we did. All right, guys, let's take a bite. Chicken breast, it's nice and juicy, not dry at all. So let's go ahead and take a bite. The skin is nice and crispy, not that crispy, but just crispy enough. The flavor is really, really good. That Sucklebusters that Clucker does is a must-have on chicken. It's really good, perfect color, gives it a good flavor. It's a little bit spicy, but it's not overpowering. It's just perfect for chicken. And the chicken came out perfect. Like I said, when you spatchcock the chicken, it cooks evenly, and when you cut it open, it's easier to carve. You take the leg off, the chicken wings, it's just way better to cut the chicken off. I mean, everything looks perfect. I love the color. I like the flavor, super good. It was done in my KC Combo for 2 hours. It was running around 300, 320. It was fluctuating between those two, but it was done in 2 hours. It was perfect, guys. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you leave me a comment down below. And like always, I'll see you in the next video.